I'm a little late on this, so y'all bear with me. But Sanjay, what is it, Gupta? Is that? I think that's his last name. The guy, medical expert, one of the medical experts over at CNN, went to Joe Rogan Experience to talk about really him and what and the whole entire episode was worth looking into because he gets grilled. Hilariously enough, he comes out on the other side basically doubling down. And it just really goes to show, I'm not going to show that, but you can go look at a video where he appears with Don Lemon, and Don Lemon is like, well, it's not a lie technically that we called it horse dewormer. You know, like, and you know, Sanjay's obviously kind of semi-agreeing with him and stuff to basically try to make it look like they aren't to be at fault for trying to present something as something that it was not used as when you consider what he was using. But let's look at what happened here when he appeared. So this was before when he went back to CNN to talk to Don Lemon. Let's look at this.
Horse dewormer's not a flattering thing. I get that.
It's a lie. It's a lie on a news network, and it's a lie that's a willing. That's a lie that they're conscious of. This is not a mistake.
Yeah.
They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine.
Well, the FDA put this thing out. You saw that. Did you see that thing that the FDA put out?
What did the FDA put out?
It was a tweet, and it was snarky. I admit it. They said, you are not a horse, you are not a cow, stop taking this stuff, or something like that.
Why would you say that when you're talking about a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people, a drug that was responsible for one of the inventors of it making
Nobel Prize.
The Nobel Prize in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a drug that has been shown to stop viral replication in vitro. You know that, right? Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
And he's giggling, and I think obviously Joe was serious there. He took offense to that. He clearly took, like, Sanjay's giggling and shit, but you could tell if you're looking at his face and you're looking at his demeanor, Joe Rogan really took offense to that. And he's saying, like, he just told him straight up, like, motherfucker, I can afford, like, people medicine. Right? Like, let's keep watching this.
Anyone is thick.
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine. Like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
this
it with
right
you.
Here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like, I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem, that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
I mean, what did they say?
They lied and said I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch of other medications.
If you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease, and as you say, it's probably, I think, 250 million people have taken it around the world.
More.
I get that.
Way more.
So
way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things
no.
on the ledger.
You have, before we get to that.
And I love that y'all see me use this tactic when I argue with people on the channel, right? When they say, okay, I want to move away from you catching me flat out lying about you or something that you said. And I would say, no. We're not moving on until you concede that you fucked up. No, we're not doing that. We're not fucking doing it. I've deployed this tactic so many times for people that watch my live debates. Like, you don't get to do that. A lot of people think that they get to slander or at least participate in it and lie on your name and say things that you did not say. Say you said things you did not say, and then get to just move on to the next thing like they didn't just do that shit. No. We're going to bring this goalpost right back where it was initially planted, and I need you to concede that was fucked up.
Does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied.
Well,
just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer.
They shouldn't have said that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
You didn't ask? You didn't think that was you're the medical guy over there.
I didn't ask. I should have asked before
but
coming on
they did
the
it with
podcast.
such glee.
No,
Yes,
Joe.
they did.
Yes, they did. So what are you talking about? He told you they did it with. Yes, they did. Like, look, the bottom line is simply this: they wanted to paint that medication as something in a negative light to try to make the person look bad. Period. So that's why they called it a fucking horse dewormer, despite the fact that it has, for numerous years, been used by humans, right? You could call it that. There's so many other things that are also used by animals. When you take fucking like allergy medication, sometimes those same exact allergy medications, if you go to your vet for your doctor, they'll say that you should give your because maybe they're licking their paws or something like that. You should give them that as well. You don't say that when you take a Benadryl or some shit, you're taking fucking canine allergens or some shit. You don't say that, right? That's not what you say. You only would do that in the event that you're trying to paint this person in a bad light. CNN knew what they were doing. Its analysts knew what they were doing. Its commentators knew exactly what they were doing when they continued to call it horse paste or horse dewormer. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, man. It's not an accident. And the fact that this fucking crook, which says a lot about Sanjay Gupta, instead of going back after learning from that whole experience should have been a learning experience. Well, he goes into the guy that he, maybe he's on the opposite end of. He should be going to him, going back to his colleague saying, yeah, we kind of fucked this up, right? That was disrespectful. It was dishonest. It was disingenuous. Now, you feeling like that is not an effective medication against the COVIDs is a completely different conversation, right? But that's not what you get to do. You don't get to just say that it's something else for the sake of painting it in a bad light. But he went back, and I'm not going to show that video, goes back to Don Lemon, essentially saying the same shit. So he's one of those motherfuckers, right? Well, you get a motherfucker in the face, you look him in his eyes, and you talk to him, and then he go back to his partners, and he's dying talking, right? All that energy that he had, he didn't have that shit when he was in front of you, but when he went back and talked to his partners, that's the type of whole shit he was on. This is why, again, I put these guys, media pundits and journalists, again, drug dealers, actual drug dealers, and prostitutes are more honorable than them in terms of their careers. These are very bad people. They are. They are. The CNNs of the world, they're terrible. They're bad people, man, and suckers for that type of shit. Now, if I was Joe and after I saw that, oh my God, I couldn't even tell you how to react. Just let me know if I saw Sanjay again, there would be some problems. And I ain't saying I'm just gonna haul off and fucking steal him in his face. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, at that point, you're what you did initially was very disrespectful, but you just reached a new level of disrespect. Once you have come to me, we get it squared away, we have a conversation, and then you go back on the same shit. At that point, we got some issues. So those need to be addressed. But yeah, like that's where we're at now. And these guys are very objectively bad people. But I just wanted to really point out, everybody's going to give their take on everything else. I just want to say how much of a sucker he is for doing exactly what it is that he did. Sucker. Fuck. You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.